Well, hi guys. This is me and my little puppies. There's baby girl. There's Bubba's. We're having a good day today. I'm going to do all my affiliate marketing and everything else, but I'm just going to tell everybody my little modem that I have right here. These things are so easy to violate and hack and do whatever you want. Radio waves, I mean, if you don't have somebody hacking you, and I love T-Mobile, I think they're wonderful. I love them to death. This is the best thing in the world to have because you can plug it in all over your house and run around with it like a little nipple if you're a baby. I'm being funny, but you know what I mean. And you could plug it wherever you want in your house, but it's best to be outside or best to be high up, like even on top of your roof if it's not raining, whatever. And the one guy I talked to, not talked to, but watch on YouTube, and he says you put the two antennas up and they go up. Yes, that's what you can do. You can take it apart down here and you can attach them. And T-Mobile says they don't care as long as you don't break it. I don't know how to do it. If I could have done that, I would have done that. Guess I need a tech guy in my life with really good eyes. Another young one that's actually honest. One that actually would care about a little lady and make her famous with tech. Anyways, and then I'm going to go to the coffee shop because I don't need, because I could do videos like this all day long, right? And then just go somewhere when I get high Wi-Fi and use a VPN and just upload my videos and just have a cup of coffee. I don't need to have Wi-Fi at my house. I could walk my dog. I'm in Florida. It's not like it's going to be a blizzard. I could walk down the road to any place with Wi-Fi and have a cup of coffee or sandwich or whatever I want and work at Wi-Fi and coffee shops and just use a VPN. That's simple. And then get a payment processor if I want to. When I go out to door to do jobs for people once they start letting me in, because due to the pandemic, they haven't been. And just do those kind of jobs where they pay me cash and I get a payment processor until this stuff turns itself around, because there's someone following me around with my identity. I'll just make it short and sweet, and hacking everything that I'm doing as I do it. And the government and everybody has mailed to me that I should just definitely not do anything online because I'm not safe. There's something following me around. And I should get a payment processor and do it via in person. So it sucks for me. So I just want to let all my creators know this. And I did set up a PayPal link, and I did set it up with my email, and I kind of feel safe doing that a little bit. So if anybody's out there's got any pointers, I know the creators. I love Spartan Money Tactics. He's wonderful. I love David Nick. I don't really think that's his real name. Love him to death. That's a name that he's making up, which is okay because he's very Spanish. But it's hard for me to understand him sometimes because of the Spanglish. But my first love was a Spanish guy, and he never spoke a bit of Spanish or whatever, or maybe Argentina. I'm sorry. I do apologize if I murdered that one. I've hung out with someone else that was from Argentina. It's just hard for me sometimes because he talks so fast because I have the brain trauma. But I love everything he teaches me. And I did try to apply everything that I'm learning. Like I said, the women of trauma, trying to move forward, work for themselves. Well, that's one thing. If they were bashed in and face all bashed in and everything all screwed up and their head worked a little bit and they still had their identity, yeah, that's great. Rock and roll. But I've had the reverse. I didn't have a thing hurt on me physically where anybody could see, so nobody helped me. But they took over my complete identity and became me, and everything I do, they're attached to me. And everything I try to take, like when you tell me to do a certain site and put my information in, I can only use an EIN, like I tried to tell before. And my EIN is attached to Habu, which I'm calling up the IRS today and see if I could just get a straight new EIN, cancel my LLC for now, and just do a straight EIN with a DBA and switch it. And they'll be like, no problem, start over. It's a new year. And that'd be better for me. And then once I start making more money or whatever, moving on in the future, then I can get a DBA and go forward and do whatever I want. I shouldn't have got the LLC to begin with because I wasn't in a position, but I was just trying to be legal. And that's what got me in trouble. What got Florida all over me is that I keep saying I'm a registered business. No, I'm an entrepreneur, online digital creator. And I get a virtual address. That way they understand. They don't look at me like it's not, I don't see you as a business. See, I'm learning. And I just want to put that out there because I don't have a physical business at my address, but I didn't understand how that worked. Now I'm understanding that I can't use a P.O. box, but I can get a virtual address. So that's what I'm looking into today. So, but at the same time, that's where I was confused. Let's be honest. If you're a digital creator, which I've been forever, I've made, a ton of videos and a ton of different products I promote online. Thrive, it works. Just recently I did the isotonics a little bit. That's Market America, but I didn't go further with it because I got laid off and I didn't have the money of that job to invest into buying the big bunch of product up front. But I love Market America. I love all the products. I think they're awesome. I love Meaningful Beauty. I want to get a channel where I could literally promote other people's products and eventually do the white label thing and have my own products because I love health and wellness and working out and yoga and meditation. I've been doing some meditation myself, but everything costs this. And I got the unemployment for a minute, but now they found out through the the grapevine that I'm more Michigan unemployment than I am Florida, because I really had my business in Michigan. Then I came to Florida and it fell apart. So it was just a big mess. Moving on. But I had this set up in Michigan where I was going to help the homeless and build a business. And my mother even had a shelter that she used to go to. But right next to her, just being completely transparent, Michigan, where I lived, the landlord, there was a lot that was right next door to his car lot. They were always talking about me making that a place where people could go to eat and sleep if they were just incapacitated. More than just the one down the way. We kept talking about it, and then it got cold. I'm like, you know what? You're not buying it. You're not doing it. I'm going to go down there, and I'm going to be a business person. I'm going to make good money. I'm going to go down there with the business people, and I'm going to make good money, and then I can do whatever I want with the money that I make. That was my plan. Build my business bigger, and it, you know what happened, and we don't need to get into it anymore. Moving on. So this channel is not just about my life, and I want to talk about me, but I'm just stating to get it out there because it happens to women. And my channel is Lisa Loves Souls, Life Coach, Women of Trauma. I want to raise an awareness of that, and I want people to understand, instead of all these people coming at that person, which I understand. I love everybody trying to help me, that if you have an identity theft, you can only do one thing. Like, I've now finally proven everything with my business. I put my business thing up to PayPal, and I showed them my piece of paper that said I have a business account with my bank. My bank, you attach your bank to it, this and that when you're online. And because my bank knows what I'm going through, the IRS and the Social Security people know that I had such breaching with my stuff. They even sold my identity to a Spanish immigrant, that there's an alert every time I try to use my Social Security number that I'm attached to somebody. So don't use it. So, and then my EIN originally was with Hubu. They kind of got an ownership over that EIN. So the other EIN is my business, which is life coaching. I can't really use that and attach that to every little thing that you're telling me to, set up with and have my taxes attached to it and everything else, because they keep getting a red alert when I try to do that. I got locked out of my PayPal when I tried to use my Social Security card on this little CPA. I can't remember what it was. That guy offered me to do it, where you can do other affiliate links like I've done. And then you can find other ways to set up on other platforms besides Facebook. And I love it. I think it's awesome because Facebook is saturated. Facebook does needle in on a bit.ly link, and it does ban you. But last night I put it in my own group. And what I'm going to start doing instead is I'm going to put my group on my Facebook. It's going to be on my YouTube, like this channel. I'm going to set it all up. I'm going to edit it. And it's going to have my Lisa Loves Souls. It's going to have my YouTube. And my YouTube, I'm sorry. It's going to have my Facebook, my Twitter, everything attached to my YouTube channels every time to get people to follow me on other platforms. And that's what I haven't been doing. And now I know. I need to put every link in my own YouTube, and they don't care. Do it. But I kept thinking you had to have 1,000 subscribers in order to do that. So then you can't do that. And that's where I've been screwing up, because I didn't understand that. See, I'm learning that you might not be seen, and you might not be monetized, and you might not, have a big following, but at least it'll be on there when you start getting followed, and it'll look more professional. So I'm going to, if everybody would agree to me, like, Smart Money Tactics, even as some people, because I wanted this channel a long time ago to be revolved around women of trauma, trying to move forward, trying to build their own business, trying to figure it out, get empowered, not be dependent on somebody that's abusive and this and that. And if I can't build the sanctuary, maybe I can build a channel, like I've said before, where I can put links on it, and other creators will help me and let me and give me permission, and I would give you credit. Of course, it's your channel, it's your stuff. But if I'm watching it already, I would like to have the permission from some of the creators, if they don't mind, if I could put some of it on my channel as a work from home, if you can't leave the house because you've been, traumatized and you just want to stay home and your face is maimed, and have it be around that, because then that way, with my YouTube channel, then I can have it where people can refer to my YouTube channel, like a lot of the girls do out there, about work from home and ways to invest and then ways to heal, and have it be a channel all about empowerment, instead of me just saying I'm going to help women of trauma and I don't have a degree, because I don't have a degree. But what I can help with is loving yourself, empowerment, ways to build forward, ways to keep your identity safe, ways to block out predators, because I've learned. And I want to put this all on my channel, and I want to be a teaching channel. Now, eventually, with whatever I can make and get that going, I do have a Skillshare, but they told me that my 30-day trial, I misunderstood with my Skillshare, that I thought that meant that I could be a teacher. No, that's only for you to learn. So they were trying to give me a 30-day thing that I could learn these classes so that I could get more skills, and then I could teach them on Skillshare. So I didn't understand. So now I'm going to go ahead and try to do some of these classes, as long as they're not going to charge me, and I'm going to explain it to them, because I thought it meant I could be a teacher and learn as I go. They goes, no, we want you to learn some skills that you learn on our platform first, and then you can go ahead and apply and be a teacher, just like Teachable, like I'm already on, and like Thinkific. But every one of those, they want you to do a trial and or hurry up, make a course. My issue is this. I'm also on Learn Worlds, and I'm just putting this out there because some of these things that people want you to learn, they go so fast, and I don't want to be disrespectful. I would like to be able to do your video and redo it as I learn and then slow it down for the people that are mentally challenged or traumatized. They can't get the information in their head because they're so traumatized. Because you do, when you go through trauma and you go through abuse of any kind and somebody beats you down, you are beaten down and your brain is not working in all cylinders because you're still stuck in the trauma. But like with me, and it's ironic, this is why this is happening to me, is because I'm supposed to remember again that this is what happens to them, and it is still happening to me because God and the ancestors and everybody up top wants me to remember that feeling, and that's my purpose and my mission. So this is what I can do. I cannot say I'm a counselor. I cannot say I'm going to save your soul, because that's why FTC and everything else is following me, because they're like, wait a minute, you can't keep saying that you're a doctor, you're going to heal people because you're not licensed. I'm not saying that. But what I can do is be an empowerment life coach, which I am. And the way to empower women is to learn skills to be independent, invest, love yourself, meditation, yoga, all the above. And you know what? If I'm not a yoga teacher, I want everybody's permission to be on my channel to say until I do finish that, because now my arm is getting better. I'm never going to do a headstand. I don't care, but I might be able to do a little bit of yoga and just baby that arm because it's getting better. I can actually move it. I actually washed my hair today. Look at that. Look, it's not full, but I couldn't do that before. And I'm so happy. Count your blessings, man. So that just like literally, and I just baby it now. Like my buddy wants me to hurry up, grab. I can't. I'm not going to grab nothing quick. I'm not going to do nothing quick. I'm not going to do that because I heard it again. So that is not going to be an option for me with that arm. So I have to baby it. And I can do a lot of weight on one arm and I can do a little bit of weight on the other arm. That's what I did for years. But what I did wrong was I'm not doing it. I went on one of those flies like a jerk. Oh, it's been feeling good lately. Doesn't matter. And I went for 30 pounds and went, I'm like, oh God, help me, Lord Jesus. I thought, okay, it'll be all right. And then I tried to proceed to do some pull-ups with the yoga and then kind of put my body up in an Indian style and be like, oh, I'm going to do that. I didn't do a full headstand like everybody thought when I said that, because no, you haven't done this before. Why would you do that? But it doesn't matter. I already heard it. So then I just took it and just ripped it completely back to what it was originally heard years ago with a rack falling on it. And then it dislocated my shoulder at the same time, moving on. So the point that I'm making is I had an epiphany over the night. Now I know all this stuff that everybody's teaching me, smart money tactics, everybody else, I'm going to apply it. And I know that I'm talking fast right now, but you're not trying to understand what I'm stating, and I'm not trying to teach you something. And sometimes, and I don't mean to be mean, please don't take it any disrespect if you see my video, because I'm going to start following every creator, and I'm going to hope that they do the same thing on my videos, and that's how you get a following. Everybody follows and helps each other, and that's what it's about. But I want the people and the creators to be aware of that you go so fast and 15 different things to do, and the person is barely on the second part, and you whip right through it too fast. And I would like to be able to take your videos, not that I would say that you don't get the credit for it, but like we're talking about do shorts. I can do that too. Do a bunch of shorts like the one of the things that are teaching me how to do. I'm going to apply it. I'm going to do it, and I don't care. But some of the stuff that you teach, you go too fast for the average person, especially if they've been through trauma. And I would like to break it down. I would like to learn it, and then I would like to apply it, and then I would like to show it on my videos. What you're talking about, and permission, not copycatting, not nothing, no disrespect in any way I can, but do it slowly. And I would appreciate it if you would do some videos for me personally, slowly, like you were teaching somebody with mentally challenged issues. Because those people are home and they are on some sort of disability and they're not told they can't make extra money. They might need extra money, and they might really need something to do with themselves. And if they could get on these videos and really listen to tutorials and teaching, and I want to be that teacher, that's what I'm saying. Eventually, I would like to be that teacher on these platforms that helps the people that struggle. Because I'm smarter than most of those people, that's for sure, but I'm not smart as some of you people going, I'm like, I'm going to kill them. Not literally, I'm being funny. But it's like, then I got to go back and rewind it. And I'm like, I don't care. I'm going to rewind it again. What? And then I try to apply it. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm in CPA Grip. I made it myself an account. I made in Rightly or Right, whatever it is, got that account. I did the Right Sonnet, got that account. So I'm doing the things you're telling me to do, guys. I really am. Slow down for some people. It's hard to apply all the stuff you're saying. You just move the arrow and move the arrow and move it, everything. And I'm like, I lost him in that first sentence. And a lot of people say, well, get off the internet. You can't do that work. You're brain dead. Well, I can't leave my dogs and go work out either. So the only thing that I have is my PayPal link, which I'm going to put in my bio, and then my Cash App, which I'm going to put in my bio. Now I've got a Patreon I just made myself, and I'm about to make me what's the other one that you guys gave me? I haven't wrote it down over here. What's it called? Linktree. I'm going to make one of those too. So this is what I did wrong. And then I'm going to go on Teespring today, and I'm going to make me my Teesprings again like I did before. I did that. They don't charge you anything, and they just make me some digital clothes and put them on my profile. And I'm going to build up my YouTube channel today. That's why I know why I'm not getting seen. It looks like I'm just argumentative, and I just want to go out there and put a few sentences in with no real value and just talk about myself. I know. But I was trying to get the point across some of the creators because they would never get on the phone with you for them to talk to you one-on-one to understand. So then I just kept trying to put it in videos for them to understand. And I shouldn't have to do that. If they don't want to have a one-on-one with me, whoever they are, about what's really going on in my personal life, then talk to someone who does. Don't put it on social blast for everybody to hear. And I get that. Moving on. But I want my channel to be about helping women of trauma, moving forward, empowerment, loving of self, learning skills, learning ways to move forward, learning ways to be independent, learning ways to make money, have your own abundance, learning ways to get away from somebody doing all that stuff to you and blocking you and hacking you and everything else. I didn't go through this for not to teach others. That's what I want to do. And I woke up and had an epiphany this morning, and that's what I want to do. And then I want to do beautiful little videos of puppies because I love puppies. I want to have a little brand channel about puppies, take care of senior dogs, and living off the land and ways to survive. And this is me. That's why I did all this. That's what I want to do, and that's what I'm going to do. And if I have to be hungry for a little while to figure it out till it gets built, then I will. But I need all the creators to understand that there's certain things I can't do. I got a PayPal link I get paid on, and then I got my bank. That's my LLC that's run out now. Now I have to get a hold of them and tell them I don't have the money to revamp my LLC. They're like, that's no problem. All we'll do is just take the LLC off. We'll just put it for the real name. I know they can do that. And if they can do that, we'll just do that. And I'll just be Lisa Loves and not Souls. I want to be just Lisa Loves. Souls, it's just gotten me in a lot of trouble. They think, what is she talking about? Is she a witch? They don't get what it means, and then it just gets me into trouble. So I'll just be Lisa Loves with a heart next to it, and that's it. No LLC. That's going to be what I'm going to do because I need to call them and get in touch with them in general and ask them what they want me to do because nobody bought a session. I tried to set it all up legally and nobody bought one session. It took me legitimately. I would have been better off to build a course and just build my YouTube channel and not buy anything and go forward. Lesson learned. You don't learn until you fall flat on your face, and you learn by trial and error. And I learned hardcore. God forbid if I wouldn't have had a little bit of food stamps. Not that I'm proud of it. It is what it is. Because they knew that I got brain trauma and had a stroke, so I got a little bit of food stamps. It's just time off to not work to try to rest my brain. So that's what I'm going through, guys, and that's why some of this training is great for me and some of it's awesome, and I'm trying to apply it the best that I can. My modem will now be shut off. My phone will now be shut off. It could be the best thing that ever happened to me because now I can go to a coffee shop, sit outside and do this, or not. Or find some creators that will help me work, give me some money, let me go underneath them and do little jobs for them and just get paid a personal check until I can figure this one out. And it doesn't mean I'm lazy. It just means due to fraud, they're not allowing me to just put my Social Security everywhere. It's breached. Okay. And I don't have an EIN. I could do everything with that right now at this point. I'm an LLC only under a life coach. Okay. Love and light.